Good evening, students. Now, in the last class, we have completed the portion of the planet. You know that the name of the chapter is the Earth in the solar system. So that day, I already sent the first chapter of geography, and I hope that you went through the chapter. So now let's start the portion of moon. Now I am going to start the point of the moon. Our Earth has only one satellite, that is the moon. Its diameter is only 1/4 that of the Earth. So here you can ask what is the satellite of Earth. So you have to give answer the moon. Its diameter is only 1/4 that of the Earth. It appears so big because it is nearer to our planet than other celestial bodies. So it looks very big because it is nearer to our Earth. So it is about 3,84,400 kilometers away from us. So what is the distance between the Earth and the Moon? 3,84,400 kilometers away. Now you can compare the distance of the Earth from the Sun and that from the Moon. The Moon moves around the Earth in about 27 days. It takes exactly the same time to complete one spin. As a result, only one side of the Moon is visible to us on the Earth. So from this paragraph, it is said that the Moon moves around the Earth about 27 days. So how many days takes the Moon to revolve around the Sun, around the Earth? 27 days. It also takes 27 days to complete its own spin, own path. So that's why only one side we can see the Moon. The Moon does not have conditions favorable for life. It has mountains, plains and depression on its surface. These cast shadows in the Moon's surface. Look at the full moon and observe these shadows. Now next point is asteroids. Apart from the stars, planets and satellites, there are numerous tiny bodies which also move around the sun. So there are also something we see that revolving around the sun. So these are the tiny bodies which are called these bodies are called asteroids. They are found between the orbits of Mars and Jupiter. So these are found in Mars and Jupiter. Scientists are of the view that asteroids are parts of a planet which exploded many years back. So now next point is meteoroids. The small pieces of rocks which move around the sun are called meteoroids. So there are also small pieces of rock. These are moving around the sun, and these rocks are called meteoroids. Sometimes these meteoroids come nearer to the earth and lean to drop upon it. During this process, due to friction with the air, they get heated up and burned. Sometimes we have seen that these small pieces of rocks comes nearer to the earth and tend to drop upon it, and during this process, due to friction with the air, that's why the heated up and burn. It causes a flash of light. Sometimes a meteor without being completely burned falls on the earth and creates a hollow. Do you see a whitish broad band like a white glowing path across the sky on a clear starry night? It is a cluster of millions of stars. Sometimes we have seen in the sky the millions of stars and created a whitish broad band. So this band is the Milky Way galaxy. So this whitish broad band is called the Milky Way galaxy. Our solar system is a part of this galaxy. In ancient India, it was imagined to be a river of light flowing in the sky. Thus, it was named Akash Ganga. So, what is the another name of the Milky Way? Akash Ganga. A galaxy is a huge system of billions of stars and clouds of dust and gases. There are millions of such galaxies that make the universe. It is difficult to imagine how big the universe is. Scientists are still trying to find out more and more about it. We are now certain about its size, but we know that all of us, you and I, belong to this universe. So up to this the chapter and the chapter completed. Now next day I will send the question and answer from exercise, so you have to write in your exercise copy, and also all of you learn the answer. So now today I complete this chapter. Next day I will start the new chapter, another chapter. So thank you everyone.